Hello, everyone. I'm back again. It's been a bit, but it's almost about that time where I actually kind of treat the start of the YouTube channel, so it's kind of like an anniversary. Don't mind the spider eye in the boat. But for that, I figured I would do a tour of a creative world that I've been off and on in and spent way too much time in off camera because I was bored. You may be wondering, Uriah, why are we on a boat that you built in like 10 minutes? Well, I'll tell you, or rather, I'll show you. Before you say anything or go with the evil comments, or any comments at all, I know I spent too much time in this. You don't have to remind me. This is what it's for. I went directly up here. That was cool. That was thunder. That's fun. This, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, I'm stuck. What I not so lovingly referred to as the exchange of worlds, because we have got a bubble elevator going down. Scoot over, please. Thank you. Bubble elevator going up. It's that simple. This starts the horrible chain of events that I call the colony or something. I don't know. I don't have a good name. The lag is already starting. That's great. It's exactly what it looks like. It's a series of underwater domes with tunnels going in the middle. Fishy. But yeah, I am here to show you around this weird little place today. There is actually like a system to the way the tunnels work, because up ahead in this tunnel we have two different main domes. And the main one that I built first is called City in a Bottle, and then the one after that I built in like 20 minutes is called Busy Hollow. So that's fun. Oh my goodness. Well, oh, never mind. Working better than it was last time I tried to record this. Here we have Busy Hollow. Now, when you think of busy, what do you think of? Because I know what I think of. Bees. I'm hearing buzzing and I'm not seeing any bees. That concerns me. But yeah, tiny little dome filled with bees. Don't mind that sucker. We'll get there in a minute. In the meantime, bees. Moving on. I present to you City in a Bottle. This was the first major dome I built. There was the first one, like over there somewhere. And then there was this. This one was the one immediately after it. It's more of like a central hub of town. But yeah, you got things like the slimes that I trapped above the entrance so they wouldn't keep spawning everywhere else. We have a booth that was here with a wandering trader, but he was wanted for Grand Theft Llama. Grand Theft Llama. I am an idiot. I forgot that had two L's. Just to the right of our entrance, don't mind the lamp that's right in my face, we have something called the Dripstone Bar. But yeah, it's a small kind of saloon-ish place. They don't sell food yet because that's it. That's all they sell right there. I would zoom in, but I can't. Anyway, moving on. Down here, inching my way forward, attempting not to fall in, we have just a pit. I don't know what else to tell you. It's a pit. Just yeah. It's a pit. Bridge. 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 I made it out of campfires, so if you line yourself up just right, you can see through it. Fish pond. That's the rock. This is a fish pond. This is the town hall spot, which I personally kind of like. This was like the first build in this place, because I was still like doing the grass and stuff, and I was like, you know what, I'm bored, I'm gonna go make that town hall. So I put it right here at the end of this little cropping spot. Anyway, these barrels are empty. They're just there for bookshelf purposes. That's it. That's all they're there for. This is just a small little corner. I didn't know you could get up in here. You can get right up against the window. Huh. Anyway, up here is supposed to be the mayor's office. but it's office slash apartment thing. But the villager that I keep assigning to this place can find his way down, but not his way back up. So that's not fun. Anyway, it's a different day. Different things are happening, and that's it for that dome. Moving on, we have other things like the Den of Omens and Glowberry Grove. First one is Glowberry Grove. I'm going to continue the recording while I walk down here because Glowberry Grove is pretty nice. I mean, it's really not bad. I think it's nice. It's kind of like a lush cave, and there's this little deck here. But yeah, the main thing in here is this deck and that. That's the cafe. I forgot to shut the door. That's the cafe. I don't actually have a name for this cafe, so like, if you're bored, you want to think of a name, like, I'm all ears. This is Orangutan. They run the front desk. They make food. Don't ask me how it's made. I don't know. I don't want to know. But yeah, this is a bell. He will appear when he chooses. Anyway, from the inside. I should not have done that. Now there's going to be particles everywhere. Oh well. As long as they are not seen, we're good. You may have noticed that there's this. This is a rockabye place. And it is 100% guaranteed human service. There's hello, I am human, give me rocks. That's definitely human. This is certificate of no fish behind fake human by 4 Notif-ish. If you were a rapscallion and perhaps not good and you want to go into the staff room, well, guess what? Guess what's back here? Evil. Running away as fast as possible so we're not skinned alive by a fish. Next up, we have Den of Omens. This is the one that I have by far spent the most time on, way too much time on, and really put way too much work into this. This is the Den of Omens. It is a pine forest that has iron golems, and allays and those. And the iron golems are named after various bad things. Like this one is illness. I don't know why they keep getting above this entrance here. But yeah, getting back onto the trail, I would like to mention something. That's a rock. That's not what I want to mention. I would like to mention that every single one of these trees and every block of grass and podzol and coarse dirt under the podzol was placed by hand. But if we look over here, we have where I have deemed my house to be. There we go. Now it's loaded in. This is where I live. This is the pumpkin patch for things you will see later. That's an alley. The alleys don't have names yet. So, like, I don't know, same thing as a cafe. You're bored, you want ideas? Give them. Yeah. Chickens. There's not really much to report on the chickens. That's what the iron golems are for. That's what they do. I thought I turned the music off. Whatever, I might have just turned it down. Anyway, this is the inside of the house. I didn't know what to do for the whole carpet color, so I just gave it light blue, because it kind of felt like it would be a nice touch of color. Upstairs, we have this. This is where I sleep. I would sleep there, but I have always day off, and it's nighttime, so I've turned off the daylight cycle. This is a window. This is also a window, but it's a lot jankier. It's not good. It doesn't look anywhere. But yeah, this is my house over by this side. That's right. It's right here. If you go in here, there's a ladder down. And then if you go down here, there's blue and orange and pumpkin jack-o'-lantern making materials. Do not ask why I need those. I don't. Now that we're on the other path, this is a kind of more textured path rather than a nicely made. That's a rock. Rather than a nicely made path. It's got pebbles and mossy bits. But yeah, you may notice it leads through the forest to seemingly nowhere. Well, guess what? That seemingly nowhere is a library. Why did I make a library? I don't know, man. I would say abandoned because it has ghosts in it, but it's not really abandoned because it has ghosts in it. But yeah, it's a library. The goal of this area was to make it feel kind of cramped in some spots but spacious in others. So like you're going through aisles and stuff, and then you get that weird little like open area bit. This is a small reading place if you want to sit there and read. But yeah, down here there's another spot. And yeah. It's just a little underspot. I try my best to keep allies out of there, but that's it. That's all. But yeah, what I wanted to show out in the middle of the forest wasn't actually the giant rock. While the giant rock is good, and I like it, and I would like to show it. Giant rock. Huh, that one had a book. That one's supposed to be in the library. I wanted to show this little picnic area. Because it's nice. My boat disappeared. Line this back up. Like. Yeah, picnic basket. This is a picnic mushroom. I spent too much time in this world. Running through the forest like a madman and jumping over caves that I put roots in because I put way too much attention to detail in this world. We will go see one of our other little domes. And by domes, I mean nether portal. Ladies and gentlemen, and anything in between, I present to you the borders of the long dead. This is where I keep the nether portal because that, whatever the frick that is, it's been dead for a while. Whatever it is, it had a nether portal in its mouth too, actually. So, yeah, that's that. But I found this hole randomly generated. Can you believe that? Randomly generated hole. So I covered up the sides so it would cover up the caves, and I put a skeleton in it. Why? Why did I do any of this? Yeah, this is a hand. You're not supposed to look at it from this angle because from this angle it looks like over there. This looks absolutely horrendous. So just don't look at it from over there. We'll actually come back to this in a minute. Before I tackle the nether, there are other things that I would like to show. They may not be done, however, they're close and they're a work in progress. Here in the nether, I've also built things. Right over here, just straight ahead, we have the first of what I was going to do as hanging domes because it's in the nether and everything is upside down. There was supposed to be a piglin or a zombie piglin or something like that in here, but he appears to not exist right now. But yeah, this is this spot. This isn't the main thing I've built in this. I spent a lot of time in the nether, but it wasn't on that. Coming up, we have just about the only thing I've built in the nether, and it is called the load-bearing castle. You will see why in a moment. Don't mind the powder snow. Boop, boop. I've learned to negate its fall damage because it slows your fall. Just so long as you're not on fire, it immediately melts the powder snow. But yeah, there's glass there, I swear. Immediately moving down. Boop. Landing in our powder snow and going out to one of the towers of this wonderfully large structure. This actually goes right down to the ground. You know, through the lava. That was a pain in the butt to drain out. Thing is, I'm not going to show it since what on earth? Don't know what just shot at me. But I'm not going to show the lower portions. Very simply because they aren't done yet. But yeah, that's that. That's just about all I've done in this world. So in terms of things that are finished and unfinished, this video is finished. You don't have to say it, but like if you do, it helps the algorithm because it's interaction on the videos. So if you want to say it, go ahead. But I've spent way too much time in this world. But yeah, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, subscribe or something. I don't know. I have been off and on in this world, like, a lot. And it was more of like a hyperfixation for a little bit and then disappear and then hyperfixation again and then disappear for a little bit. Because ADHD brain. But, yeah. I did not do this in one sitting. I made this world like a year ago just for fun, and I would like show up, build like way too much for a little bit, and then just disappear for a few months again. And a few months in a year is kind of a big deal when it's about round 3 of disappearing for a few months. So, yeah, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, subscribe. If you didn't, go watch something else, man. You're on the wrong channel. Yeah. See ya.